it while you unlock the sealing devices on both sides!
It's missing me. Cool.
Good! Another sealing device on the other side! Hurry!
Interesting, this is actually invincible as long as those enemies are alive. Or, like, those two enemies. Oh, fuck.
Something's not right! Hurry! Behind my shield!
Yeah, I reach an astral power here for some reason.
I can feel its power has been suppressed! Let's start to seal it! Attack him while its attention's on me! It worked! Good job! Now attack its head!
DPS machine! Yeah, the auto stance is definitely better version.
Something's not right! Hurry! Behind my shield!
What's fucking happening here? Something sucked out all the astral power.
Hill, attack it while its attention's on me! Warren, good job! Now attack its head!
Did we win?
Are you able to go inside of it? Okay.
You did well. Your execution was almost perfect.
Thank you. Was that approval?
Not entirely.
If we were to do it again, I'd take another approach and move to a position above it. I can do even better.
Once is enough, and don't celebrate just yet. We haven't recovered the spark.
Yes, sir.
You look like you still have a lot to say. If you have any questions, make them quick. This place isn't safe.
This person's standards are fucked up. Even this apparently isn't impressive enough. This is one of the ones where I ask all of these anyway.
I could be wrong, but I just can't shake this feeling. You entered the Glittering Deeps alone, and you were after the spark from the Titan.
You know, I'm actually more curious about maybe this last option than even the first. The first one seems pretty obvious. But this one...
Do the others know you came looking for the Titan?
Yes, they do.
Then maybe we can find the power to remove the curse by studying the Titan.
There are many kinds of power. Powerful magic and the power to remove curses are different things. We can't even fully comprehend Asterigos. I don't think studying the Titan will help us complete the mission any faster.
You're right.
Do you have any questions?
Oh yeah, also, something before, like, I get out of the moment or something. I think from all the boss fights in this game, I never thought I would say this about a boss that has, like, a lot of, like range and, like, irritation elements on it, as well as, like, a lot of, like, other monsters inside of it that are supposed to just make it more difficult by numbers. But this actually was probably my favorite boss in the game so far. And that is very strange to say from a boss that's main gimmick is mostly just having a lot of other enemies inside of it. Maybe it might be because of the game's normal shortcomings. Actually, it likely is exactly that. Like, there aren't that many, like, complicated enemies in this game. Just any enemy, boss fights included. So, having the boss's attacks be, like, pretty simple, but then adding enemies as well as projectiles in the fight that force you to think in a different way rather than the complexity of the attacks themselves is actually a pretty nice change of pace to what I'm used to in this game so far. With, like, knowing exactly, like, the limited movesets of the enemies. Well, pretty boring to be honest. And then we have something like this spin-in. It's a nice piece of fresh air here, actually.
Eumenides needs you because he wants to hold the Trinity ritual again, right? I know how dangerous that ritual is. He's using you.
Using us? Did you come to the mine solely because you knew I was here?
It was because...
I know he wouldn't give a fuck if we told him that the only reason why we are here is because he's here. Like, the kind of person that Harold is, he wouldn't care about this. So I'm gonna say the first one.
It was Minerva who asked me to come.
She only agreed to help you find me because you promised to come here and help her with something, isn't that right? But to let a child enter a mine alone, does that woman even care for your life? Is she not using you?
You've assigned me dangerous missions.
Those were reasonable missions, not suicide missions.
If I have what it takes, it's not a suicide mission.
That's easy to say, until the one occasion when you don't have what it takes.
You sounded proud of me when we defeated the Titan.
What do you think would have happened if you faced that thing alone today? In any case, I don't think that woman is as trustworthy as you say. Do you have any questions?
Even if I were to concede that maybe Eumenides really does want to save Aphis... When all order was lost in the city and the cult rose to power, all he did was turn a blind eye to what was happening. Does he really care?
That's not how I see him. Everything that Eumenides does stems from a sense of guilt and remorse. He didn't turn a blind eye.
So what exactly did he do? And I don't mean the ritual and whatnot, I mean what more did he do?
I have no interest in defending him. All I can say is that he's not someone who knows how to communicate with people. I don't know if he was originally like this, or if he was affected by...
Affected by what?
I've said enough. Do you have any questions? And you have asked enough, child. What do you plan to do now?
I need to contemplate what you've just said. Minerva taught me not to make decisions on impulse. I may not fully understand what you mean, but I'll find the answer.
I see. Looks like you might have made some progress after all. All right, enough talk. Let's get the spark and leave this place.
Yes, sir.
So, what led you to search for the spark?
To help the adherents remove the curse.
Once we leave the glittering deeps, I'll go with you. I'd like to meet this Minerva you told me about earlier. After that, you are to obey your orders and report back to Ludwig. Understand?
Papa, I can help you! You know I can! I just did!
The first rule of frontline combat: obey your commander's orders.
Yes, sir.
Take it, but be careful. It holds great power, but it also is very sensitive. Even the slightest magical wave will set off a strong reaction. Now, we just have to find the exit.
It's gonna resuscitate itself.
It's shaking again! Didn't we...
No, it's still going! Be careful!
The abyss brings unfathomable
What a place to make a
danger.
cut.
But it can also be a new opportunity. Even if there is a price to pay in the darkness, we must persist with courage. I believe that the key to changing Aethys lies here.
Well, I know the scholars can heal even wounds like this once we got them. Well, actually, the Titan re-awoke, so what the hell do we do now? It needs to actually be suppressed.